The NFL has seen its fair share of game changers, players so extraordinary that their impact transcends statistics and alters the way the sport is played. Few players embody this level of influence like Lawrence Taylor, the legendary linebacker of the New York Giants. In the 1980s, Taylor didn't just dominate opposing offenses, he revolutionized defense in the NFL. From his unprecedented athleticism to his game-breaking ability, Taylor forced coaches to rethink strategy, inspired a generation of defenders, and earned a place as one of football's all-time greats. This is the story of Lawrence Taylor's rise, his revolutionary impact, and how he forever changed the NFL. To fully appreciate Lawrence Taylor's influence, it's essential to understand the state of the NFL in the late 1970s and early 1980s. The league was heavily focused on offensive production, with quarterbacks and running backs dominating headlines. Defensive schemes were more traditional, relying on basic formations like the 4-3 or 3-4 to contain offenses. Blitzing was used sparingly, and edge rushing was an underdeveloped art. The New York Giants were a team desperate for a savior. After years of irrelevance and poor performance in the competitive NFC East, they were looking for a player who could redefine their future. By 1981, the Giants had been searching for an identity and a leader capable of inspiring the franchise. The draft that year was pivotal. With the second overall pick, the Giants selected Lawrence Taylor, a linebacker from the University of North Carolina. From the moment Taylor donned the Giants' uniform, the NFL landscape began to shift. Taylor wasted no time making an impact. In his rookie season, he recorded 9.5 sacks, earned NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year honors, and was named Defensive Player of the Year, a feat that remains unmatched. His performance didn't just elevate the Giants, it forced every team in the league to take notice. Taylor's game wasn't just about stats, it was about presence. His speed, power, and instincts created a sense of inevitability every time he lined up. What set Taylor apart was his explosiveness. Standing 6 feet 3 inches and weighing 240 pounds, he moved like a defensive back but hit like a lineman. His ability to rush the quarterback from the edge was revolutionary. Offenses struggled to contain him, as traditional blocking schemes couldn't account for his speed and power. Taylor didn't just sack quarterbacks, he forced fumbles, disrupted timing, and intimidated offensive lines. His presence alone made offensive coordinators rethink their entire game plan. Taylor's playstyle led to some unforgettable moments early in his career. His relentless pursuit of quarterbacks left opposing coaches scrambling to find ways to neutralize him. One such moment came during a game against the Philadelphia Eagles in his rookie season, where Taylor's sack-fumble combination directly led to a defensive touchdown. The play showcased his ability to single-handedly change the momentum of a game. Taylor's rise coincided with the arrival of head coach Bill Parcells, who recognized the linebacker's potential to reshape the game. Parcells, along with defensive coordinator Bill Belichick, built their defense around Taylor's unique skill set. Together, they developed a 3-4 scheme that maximized Taylor's versatility and unleashed him as a hybrid pass rusher and coverage linebacker. Under Parcells and Belichick, the Giants became a defensive powerhouse. The defense, nicknamed the Big Blue Wrecking Crew, struck fear into the hearts of offenses league-wide. Taylor's ability to pressure quarterbacks disrupted opposing offenses, while his intensity and leadership inspired his teammates. Beyond his stats, his on-field presence motivated players like Carl Banks and Harry Carson, who formed one of the NFL's most dominant linebacker corps alongside Taylor. The apex of Taylor's career came during the 1986 season, a year that epitomized his greatness. He recorded 20.5 sacks, won his third Defensive Player of the Year award, and was named NFL MVP, a rarity for a defensive player. His performance was so dominant that it catapulted the Giants to a 14-2 record and their first Super Bowl victory. In Super Bowl 21, Taylor's leadership and playmaking abilities set the tone for a commanding win over the Denver Broncos. Before Taylor, linebackers were primarily run-stoppers or coverage players. Taylor redefined the position by proving that a linebacker could be the most dangerous pass rusher on the field. His impact created a blueprint for the modern edge rusher, inspiring players like Von Miller, Khalil Mack, and T.J. Watt. Taylor's ability to line up on either side of the defense and attack from multiple angles forced offensive coordinators to innovate. The rise of the blindside protector, or left tackle, became a direct response to players like Taylor. Teams began investing heavily in elite offensive linemen to counter the threat posed by dominant pass rushers. Beyond his technical impact, Taylor brought a swagger and ferocity that transformed the linebacker position. He played with a chip on his shoulder, intimidating opponents and energizing his teammates. His intensity set the standard for future defenders, elevating the importance of mental toughness and aggression in the game. Taylor's career wasn't without its challenges. Off the field, he battled personal demons, including substance abuse, which at times threatened to overshadow his accomplishment. His struggles were well documented, and many questioned whether he could maintain his level of dominance while dealing with such issues. Despite these struggles, Taylor's performance on the field remained unparalleled. He retired in 1993 as a 2-time Super Bowl champion, a 10-time Pro Bowler, and a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. His career totals included 132.5 sacks, countless game-changing plays, and an enduring reputation as one of the greatest players in NFL history. Taylor's influence extended beyond his playing days. His style of play laid the foundation for the modern NFL, where edge rushers are among the most coveted players in the draft. The importance of pressuring the quarterback has become a cornerstone of defensive strategy, thanks in large part to Taylor's trailblazing career. Lawrence Taylor didn't just dominate the NFL, he transformed it. His ability to disrupt offenses and elevate his team redefined what it meant to be a defensive player. The ripple effects of his impact are still felt today, as the league continues to value the pass rush as a critical component of winning football. Taylor's legacy is one of innovation, dominance, and inspiration. He turned defense into an art form, proving that one player could change the trajectory of a game. For Giants fans, Taylor is a hero. For football historians, he's a revolutionary, and for today's players, he's the gold standard. The story of Lawrence Taylor is more than just a tale of individual greatness. It's a story of transformation. He didn't just play the game, he reshaped it, leaving a lasting legacy that continues to influence the NFL. Taylor's impact serves as a reminder that greatness isn't just about talent, it's about revolutionizing the way the game is understood and played. As we reflect on Taylor's career, one thing is certain, the NFL we know today wouldn't exist without him. Lawrence Taylor wasn't just a player, he was a defensive revolution, a force of nature, and a legend whose influence will echo through football history forever. Lawrence Taylor's story is one of triumph, resilience, and unparalleled impact. It's a legacy that serves as a benchmark for greatness in professional football, inspiring generations to come and proving that defense can indeed win championships.